It is said that Annabelle is not an ordinary haunted doll, but rather a tool for a much darker purpose. Some people believe that dark entities can be quite cunning and manipulative in getting what they want, and in the case of Annabelle, 2 nursing students came very close to losing a friend. It all began when Donna, a nursing student, was given a Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday gift from her mother. These kind of dolls were quite popular in the 1960s and 70s, and the graduate student very much liked this gift. The doll was placed on her bed, and not much more was thought on the matter by Donna, or her roommate Angie. However, the girls soon began to find the gifted doll creepy. Something was not quite right about it. It sat on the bed in Donna's bedroom, but the girls felt as if they were being watched. Over time, these strange feelings would develop into fear. It began with the doll seemingly moving about the house on its own. The girls would come home and find the doll in the most unexpected of places. At first, its pose on the bed had changed, but soon the doll would be found throughout the house. Much of the time, the girls would arrive home to find it sitting cross-legged on the couch, a place where the girls would spend much of their time. Donna thought the roommate may have been joking, but even when she came back before Angie, the doll was moved. The strangest way the doll was found was standing upright and leaning against a chair, although the doll's legs were too flexible to support its own weight. About a month later, a new phenomena began. The girls would arrive home to not only find the doll moved again, but also pieces of paper containing short messages written in a seemingly childlike handwriting. The messages would say things like help, help us and help Lou. The girls were so scared, and they decided to ask for the help of a medium, who soon made contact with the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. Annabelle said she used to live in a house near to the land where the apartment complex was built. She was only 7 when her body was found on the field where Donna's apartment stood. She said she was very lonely and she liked the girls, so decided to stay in the doll with them. Donna gave Annabelle permission to stay, as long as she stopped doing things that scared them. But Angie's boyfriend Lou didn't like this arrangement. Lou felt that the doll was evil and should be gotten rid of. When he stayed in the apartment, he would have very vivid nightmares about the strange doll. One day, they were sitting in the living room, when suddenly, there were noises from the bedroom. When Lou rushed in the room, no one was there except, once again, Annabelle had moved. Lou walked up to the doll to inspect it, then got the distinct impression that someone was standing behind him. He turned, expecting to see Angie, but was rather surprised by a burning sensation in his chest. To his and Angie's amazement, 7 distinct claw marks were found burned and bleeding in his chest. They were now sure that something unseen had definitely attacked him. They decided to seek help from Lorraine and Ed Warren, the specialists of the paranormal cases. Ed and Lorraine believed that there is no ghost inside the doll, but the entity needed a human host. So it decided to linger in Donna and Angie's house till it gets inside one of the people living there. It seemed that the intent was to possess Lou, with the doll trying to get his attention and possible sympathies through the handwritten notes, many of which had Lou's name on them. The dreams, scratches and burns were typical early stages of the demon making its marks to reside within a human form. An exorcism was performed on the apartment, and the Warrens took the doll with them. Donna, Angie and Lou were now free of the terrors that had plagued them for the last few months. Ed and Lorraine took the Annabelle doll to their occult museum, Monroe, Connecticut, where she sits locked in a glass case with a sign that says warning. Positively do not open. Some people say that the presence can still be felt within the doll. It is not entirely certain, but maybe it is looking for the right person to pay a visit to the museum to make a new attachment. What is your thoughts about this doll? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.